Hello there everybody, my name is Masterofroflness and welcome to War.The.Game, a real-time strategy game created by the folks over at Gabber Games, in which you play a series of operations throughout the planet that allow you to command troops from infantry to tanks, to fighter jets, to aircraft carriers, and take out your opponent using these different units. All the while, you're allowed to command your troops much like a grand strategy game. Like Europe Universalis 4 or Crusader Kings 2, in which you can pause, rewind, and slow down your forces at your own discretion. Now, operations range from essentially these structured sort of missions where you have a set of objectives to more open-ended missions like World War, in which you can command your own faction and try to conquer the entire planet. Now, I'm going to show you two examples of the operations in this game. I'm going to show you So It Begins, and then I'll pop into World War and show you both the structured side of the missions in this game, as well as the unstructured side, which World War will provide for us.
So It Begins.
So let's go to So It Begins.
All out war. Your nation.
Whoops. No. That was a misclick.
So It Begins.
Okay, I forgot we have to left click a bunch of times in order to select this.
Hello, Commander. All decisions of war have been integrated in this new convenient computerized control system. I am its voice. Let's get to work. Oh, one last thing. This is only a prototype. I hope it's not too buggy.
So this game is completely self-aware, and also on top of that,
invaded Kuwait.
GLaDOS 2.0 is essentially being spoken by Microsoft
USA
Word,
forces in
which
the
is
area
pretty
to
cool.
destroy the Iraqi units.
In fact, is that Microsoft Sam? No, that's not Microsoft Sam, the female variant. I think that's their own sort of voice recognition system. Anyway, so this is essentially War.The.Game in a nutshell. You have a huge landmass to command your forces in, and you can select your units using the left mouse button, and holding down the left mouse button will allow you to select multiple units. And you right click and tell them to go to locations. It's pretty much as simple as, I don't know, flipping patties or something. There's really not much to it.
Units at identical positions are displayed on top of each other. As a stack through the units in the stack twice.
Alright, so that's a little bit of a tutorial snippet. We can cycle through our units like so, and
keeping the left mouse button pressed longer will select increases in units based on the unit.
Yeah, just a bunch of tutorial stuff. Anyway, that's pretty much how the game goes. You select your units, you right click on the units that you want to essentially send out to do battle against your opponents, and then you just watch fireworks go by. So right now we are the American forces. Let's go ahead and kill a bunch of Iraqis. Operation Desert Schlong is about to begin. So right now I'm sending over one armored division as well as two infantry divisions over to kill the Iraqis. Hold on, I need to lower this a tad. Whoa, Mom, hold the camera. And this is pretty much a combat in a nutshell. Just selecting your units, right-clicking on the target location you want to send your units out to, and then waiting for essentially this little meter over here, your nation's flag, to eat the other nation's flag. It's kind of like Pac-Man devouring a weaker being, so to speak. Two Pac-Mans engaged in mortal combat. So right now, because he has only one infantry unit, my two infantry units are basically crushing him, while my armored division is also providing support as well. So he's going to be completely crushed. Infantry can actually take on armored divisions if they're in cities, because of the fact that they get a ×2 modifier. While armored divisions themselves aren't inherently better than infantry in terms of power, they're better than infantry in terms of the speed that they can provide in order to get to a different location. So if you need a really fast, heavy-hitting unit, the armored division is where it's at. But the infantry and the armored divisions themselves have the same amount of strength. It's just, in terms of speed, the armor has more speed, and infantry can have a ×2 modifier when it comes to staying in the cities. Fighters can essentially, you provide support as well. Bombers, the same thing, and aircraft carriers, they just support the fighters and allow them to go around the planet. I think that's kind of the units so far in this game, if I'm not mistaken. So hold on a sec, let me just check this out. Maybe I'm a little bit stupid. Yeah, there is a battle fleet too. There's a bunch of naval ships that go around and
So it begins.
essentially hunt down aircraft carriers or transport ships. Transport ships allow you to transport units across the oceans over here. And that's pretty much it. That's all the combat in a nutshell for War.The.Game. War.The.Game has a very seamless combat system, which is really cool and also a little bit suckish. It's cool because it allows you to essentially learn the game really, really quickly and become an expert at it. So it has a very low skill level, so to speak. So if you want to just jump into the game and kick some ass and shoot some bubblegum, that's great and dandy. Problem is that because there's so little units and there's so little options to choose from in terms of strategies, it could be seen as a little bit, I don't know, boring the longer you play the game, actually. But I'm sure because of modes such as World War, you can essentially continue to play this game over and over and over again, like a game of Risk, so to speak. You just hop on to your chair, or maybe you stand while playing video games, I don't know, I don't judge, and you just play World War for a little bit, and afterwards you just quit and then come back to it later on. This game is not really that big in terms of specs wise or hardware specs, so you can essentially just play this game, leave, come back to it, blah, it's all good. Maybe if you have something in the back burner, like, I don't know, cooking something or some other bullshit, you just play this game on and off. So I'm guessing that's kind of the appeal of this game in general. So even though it lacks the complexity of Crusader Kings 2 and maybe Europe vs. Souls 4 in terms of combat, it still makes up for that by being able to essentially, you know, you can pick up and play it. And it's also $5, which is pretty darn good. Like, this game for $5 is pretty awesome. Anyway, we're gonna start off our World War.
Aggressive computer viruses has left the planet without any organization. Seize this opportunity and gain total.
Okay, blah blah blah. The plot of essentially War Game
Tel Aviv.
or War Games. Alright, so this is World War. This is essentially the game mode that I feel as though represents this game very, very well. The missions themselves, they're very structured, you know. They give you a bunch of objectives. There's several scenarios that you can play from Great War to the war against terror to the war in Afghanistan, and stuff like that. But in general, these are very small missions that usually take about a minute or two. They just teach you how to play the game, essentially. Whereas this, World War, this is the game in a nutshell. This massive battlefield over the entirety of the planet, which is pretty darn good, where you can play against multiple different factions. Oh god, imagine spawning in Honolulu, the great Hawaiian Empire. May our surfboard spread across the planet like a plague. Anyway, let's see where I want to actually set up. We have to look at first the income of these cities, because cities do give you income, and on top of that, they also give you units to start off with. Now, remember what I said beforehand, where infantry actually get ×2 modifier when they're inside cities. That's gonna be a big problem, a really big problem when attacking your first initial target. So we're gonna have to think about that for a second. Let's look at the factions we're gonna be versing off against. We have Japan in Rome, France in Berlin, Russia in St. Petersburg. Okay, that's realistic. Yeah. But then we have fucking India in Moscow. We have Germany in London. We have Russia in Madrid. Wait a minute. So who the fuck is that? Wait a minute. Is that the Russian flag? No, that's not the Russian flag. Is it?
Munich, Helsinki.
Who the fuck are you then? Wait a minute. Hold on. I need to consult my little guide. Oh, that's Holland. Oh, the Empire of Holland. Hello there, Holland.
Buenos Aires, Monterrey.
And then in America we have Britain in New York. We have China in Los Angeles. And the great Chinese Empire is being led by Canada. All around, you can probably notice that this game is pretty fucking cool, honestly. I don't know. I can't really say anything about the historical accuracy of the factions' sort of choices. I mean, maybe Canada did begin its great and glorious civilization in Beijing. You don't know that. Are you a historian? I don't think so. So in general, let's quit the ridiculousness. Let's start off with city. Let's see. Berlin has 38 income per turn. What? Oh my god, 38. Fuck you, France, for picking a strong nation. I mean, strong cities to start off with. We have Moscow over here.
Chicago.
All the great
You
cities
are
have already been
sorry.
taken. That kind of sucks.
Cairo.
And you want to try and pick a really good
Novosibirsk,
spot to settle
Bangalore.
with at first. Because
So,
you don't want to get
Tokyo.
screwed over. We might have to pick Tokyo, actually.
Osaka.
Tokyo would be a good choice. Yeah, we get air base, shipyard, barracks, and aviation at the start.
Osaka
And the
too.
cities that we can conquer next to us are pretty
Tehran.
easy. However, I'm thinking that maybe we should start off in Tehran, because I am Persian, and it's time for us to
Baghdad.
spread our Persian hegemony throughout the entire planet, in my opinion.
Istanbul, Odessa.
Now, early conquests are a little bit impossible, though, because even though these guys have a higher income than us, they still take ages for their nations to actually build a second unit or two. So we don't have to worry about early conquests. By the way, apparently the South, or the Southern United Confederate States, were able to secede from the United States in this timeline. So they're a separate nation, and they set themselves up in Barcelona. So Holland and the Southern Confederate States are going to fight each other for control of the Iberian Peninsula. This is incredible.
Cairo.
Anyway,
Baghdad.
I guess I'm going to pick Tehran because I like a challenge. Because fuck you, that's why. Okay, so we start off with an armored division. We start off with an infantry division.
Are neutral in some cases.
Okay, you can
Continue.
leave. In fact, hold on a sec. Let me turn off the helper. Hush. Goodbye. So it's gonna take a while for us to actually set up our army so that we can try and conquer Baghdad and stuff like that. But in general, there's not a lot of cities in the Middle East, so we don't have to worry about getting conquered ourselves. Oh, there's the Canadians. The Canadians are coming. The Canadians are coming. Now, in terms of speeding up your game, you can do so by clicking the space button or clicking the center mouse wheel. Oh! Oh! The South just fucked over Holland. And now the South has control of this barracks over here. It's pretty damn sick. So far, no early conquest yet. It seems like Canada is trying to claim all of these air bases around the area, all these neutral military sites. Nobody's going for cities yet. Well, France is chilling out outside of Munich, so maybe they're playing something. I don't know. Sneaky French bastards. Okay, let's hop on over to America. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Great Britain, God save the Queen. She is in New York City. China's just chilling out. I remember this one game I played of All Out War where India and I think not Mexico, Holland and China, then Russia divided up America into 4 easy pieces of pizza, which is pretty darn cool. By the way, if you guys don't like these type of games, at least admit that the soundtrack is pretty poppin'. I mean, this is a pretty good soundtrack, like bum 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. And the soundtrack actually changes up between dubstep to rap to some techno and some rock actually, which is kind of cool. It's really awesome how an indie game such as this is able to get a wide variety of songs. Anyway, we're gonna speed things up because things are getting a little bit boring. Whee! And as you, like I said beforehand, no early conquests are happening because nobody can afford it. Oh, Sacre Bleu! The French are here to say you are a poo-poo. Seems like India also has their first military units out. Russia as well. Ooh, the German Empire is rising up north. And Britain is going to assemble some troops against Boston pretty soon. Okay, let's see what happens between Germany and this neutral faction. By the way, land units in this game, once they get into combat, they can never get out until they're fully killed. Whereas air units can just dip in and dip out. Alright, now let's see. Let's get out some infantry. To make infantry, you just have to left click on the structure and then afterwards right click for the unit you want. It's going to take us 1 week to construct some infantry units, that's okay. And Germany is going to win this battle against the neutral target over here. Oh, the French are also attacking a neutral target. But are they going to win? That is a good question. Okay, Annenberg has been conquered by the Germans. French are still struggling with their capture of the city over here. Oh, they've turned the tide of the battle by adding in some more units. The Russians have almost fully conquered this city, but look at this. The Indians, the sneaky Indians, they are planning to besiege the grand city of St. Petersburg. Oh, the Russians are preoccupied with their conquest. Oh, look at that. Our infantry unit is done. So we're going to send them out pretty soon. Let's see what happens. Let's see who will do what. The Japanese are right outside of this city right now. So hopefully they're going to back off so that the French will have some breathing room. The Indians and the Russians are fighting each other for control of St. Petersburg right now. And we're going to move out our forces to deal with the Baghdadians. Because they don't have any infantry units over here, I don't have to worry about losing too many forces, which is awesome. The Japanese are getting fucked here. I'm not sure why the Japanese went for this target instead of this area over here. It's a little bit strange. I guess it's because this target didn't have any infantry units. Dude, Russia, you're gonna get your ass creamed by the Indians if you don't send in this unit of infantry. The Japanese are getting completely fucked. Chinese will almost soon conquer this city. And Great Britain already has 2 cities so far. So good for them. Closing in on Baghdad. Ooh, will the Japanese turn the tide of battle? See you next time for an exciting new episode of War.The.Game. And right now we're engaged in our battle. Infantry, double team. Double team against this dirty armored division. Yes! Okay, good. We are right now overwhelming the armored forces in Baghdad, so we should be able to conquer them. Ooh, Phoenix has been conquered by China. Good job, China. The rising sun. Oh no, wait. The rising sun of Japan. Oops, sorry about the little bit of ignorance there. Mr. China, please don't kill me. The French are gonna conquer the Japanese while they're dealing with the neutrals. Oh, poor Russia. You see, Russia, you have to send in that infantry unit, otherwise you're gonna get creamed by the Indians. Listen, do you want to be made into mulch? I don't think so. If we had more of an eco, I would just go send over my forces to conquer India right now and just fuck them over. Oh wow, this battle is going really, really stupendously retarded. I mean, look at this. The French are sending in forces to deal with the Japanese. The neutrals are still in this goddamn battle as well, fighting the Japanese and the French. The Japanese themselves are completely boned here because they can't send in any more reinforcements. And we conquered Baghdad.
Sure, Baghdad.
Oh, the Russians lost Moscow, well, St. Petersburg to the Indians. Now the Indians are going to have a super economy. Okay, our next target will probably be Tel Aviv because it has a high income rate. Problem is that a lot of our units are... It's at 2 weeks, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. The Indians are coming! The Indians are coming! All bow down before the great Indian Empire. Up, and the French completely crushed the Japanese over here. And we're able to capture a city too, so now they have 3 cities. Okay, let's speed up time right now. And let's get another infantry unit. Tel Aviv only has armored divisions, which is good. Now, like I said beforehand, we don't have to worry about infantry. Well, not infantry, but we don't have to worry about armored divisions too much because they don't have the times 2 modifier. What are these armored divisions doing? French, what are you doing? Sacre bleu, get out of my city, you fool. Oh, if he's attacking Tel Aviv right now, then once he's engaged in combat, I can go in and mop him up. So he's sending 1 group of infantry, really?
Finished in Baghdad.
That's weird. Okay, you know what? Let's just wait here, see what the French do. You better not attack me when I'm trying to attack someone, you scumbag. Toronto has been captured by Britain. Wow, Britain. Easy up there. Let's save the queen and all that, but still. Okay, now we can build another infantry division. Okay, infantry are pulling back from that city over there, which is good. And we're gonna send out our forces. Let's see what he plans on doing. Up, he's gonna pull back. Yeah, you little bitch. Pull the fuck back. Ooh, send in our forces right now to try and take him out in Ankara. Because we don't want him to have a foothold in Ankara. Actually, wait. Ankara only has a 3 income rate, so why would we want to actually send in forces to Ankara? If anything, he's a good meat shield. Yeah, he's losing the battle anyway. Okay, so let's just send in our forces to just deal with Tel Aviv. Oh wow, we captured Tel Aviv. It's pretty nice. You know what? Now we can pull back. Wait, but what about these units? They're not guarding Tel Aviv, I guess. We should take them out because they could become bothersome later on. Aha, armored divisions! Where is your god now? Yeah, the French are getting boned here. Look at the south. They're just building up on armor and infantry divisions in the Iberian Peninsula. They're just like, we won't let those dirty Frenchmen try to take our land. Poor French. You lost so much money. Your entire military is now open to attack by the Indians. How do you feel? It's gonna take the infantry a long time to get over to wherever the fuck they're going. And they'll have to deal with infantry forces commanded by these neutral factions. Which isn't going to be easy considering that they have the ×2 modifier. Yeah, you better pull back. That's the smart idea. Now, I really want to send in forces to go attack Cairo, but I don't think I can. Well, let's build another infantry division. Maybe that will tip the tide of battle. I really want to save up for a fighter, but that's too much money. Money I don't have. Look at the south. The south shall rise again. Rise, south, rise. While Holland flanks you and attacks this innocent neutral city. Yeah, now that everybody has money, things are heating up. Like, a lot more soldiers and armor divisions are being created. And I think the first instances of fighters are being created as well. Canada is spreading out like a plague across China. And the Indian Empire still has not dealt with the Russians, but I don't think they care because it's right now a Cold War between France, Japan, and India. Japan still hasn't dealt with this neutral faction over here of Naples. Sucks how I only make 10 billion a year while this city makes like 24 billion. Screw you. Oh, who's that? It's the Japanese! Japanese are chasing the French! Ha ha ha. Okay, let's go attack Cairo, because Cairo is actually a pretty big city in terms of income. Let's wait for my infantry divisions to catch up with my armor. Good. Now everybody, let's hold hands and go to the magic school bus. Hello there, friend. Cairo, become one with us. One. Oh, look at that. The Japanese are now fighting the French. And the Japanese are gonna get fucked. Just like they did in World War II against the French and other allied powers. Sorry, friendo. It seems like your days of empire have long passed. The rising sun is now the setting sun. On the bright side, there's still a neutral faction over here you can conquer. Why am I America? Why can't I be Iran or another like sort of national power that existed in this empire? I mean this area. Why is the south in the Iberian Peninsula? I can't understand that. Oh well, they conquered that city over there. Now Holland and the south are still mortal enemies. Whoa, 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 French. Conquering Ankara. Ooh. We're gonna have to deal with that pretty soon. Let's go ahead and send over some forces. Tripoli. That should be a good conquest, actually. We do really need to stop the expansion of the French, though. Otherwise, this is going to be a problem. Oh, they actually pulled back. Oh, wow, you're just going to give us a free city? You know what? Thank you, bro. Just take that and off your hands and let's go get ourselves a fighter.